Hey guys, Colbert here, and if you managed to catch my streaming a few days ago, I managed to pull a Lyssandra out of an ancient shard, of course guys, during the 2x. If you managed to get her also, or if you do have her already, then she's a fantastic champion and you should use her everywhere. Okay, except the clan boss. But everywhere she's fantastic. She's gonna be your carry for the dungeons. She's gonna be a good carry for arena. She's on par. Some actually use her instead of arbiter or use both. So she's a fantastic champion, high elves, so she's gonna be battling with arbiter for your ring, amulet, banner, but that's fine. The reviews, let's check it on first. 2000 reviews. She's got a 4.9 arena offense, defense, dragon's lair, clan boss, spider, campaign. Everywhere she seems to be fantastic. I do agree with that. So let's quickly look at my gear that I have currently on her, guys. So I've got Lyssandra, as you can see, in a relentless set. Of course, a relentless set is not available to everyone, so the next best alternative, of course, is accuracy and speed sets. Accuracy, if you cannot reach that 200 mark for accuracy, as you can see, I have my accuracy at 264, and this is with masteries and also the gear and great hall. So not a ton of accuracy through my gear, but a ton through great hall and my masteries. So overall 260 accuracy, that's not crazy high, but I'll explain why later. I'm currently running a relentless set, and the reason is I want her to rotate her skills as much as possible because she's incredibly fast already with this set. So I have a very good set on her. 252, she goes twice before any enemies in the dungeons. She will take a ton of turns. Taking a ton of turns gives you more chances for additional turns, and that's just fantastic. Rotate that turn meter manipulation that she has. So if you don't have that, a speed set will do the same job. If you can reach over 200 speed, it's gonna be fantastic for you, and it basically helps you just cruise through the dungeons, and we're gonna see why in a bit when we do our gameplay. So overall I have her with defense and defense on amulet, and just that she's a bit extra tanky. In case she gets a hit, she's gonna be tanky enough to not just die through taking a hit. So yeah, just defense. Not everything is maxed out, and it still works on her. The banner is an accuracy banner. I need that accuracy, as much accuracy as possible. This is a 5-star banner, not 6-star, so I'm missing about 20 accuracy there. Some speed and defense there on the banner. The relentless set, guys, I've got critical rate relentless because I have a very nice speed substat there with 18 speed, 14 speed on the chest. The primary, guys, you see is a flat stat, but that was the best speed substat set I had currently that I didn't use on other champions, so I was using this. And of course speed boots with the speed primary, and just focusing on speed on every piece of other gear. So relentless set, you're gonna see how cool it is to have a Lyssandra in a relentless set when we go in the gameplay section. For now, guys, imagine if you don't have that, you can just use a speed or accuracy sets just to reach that 200 accuracy mark. Everything else in terms of critical rate, critical damage does not really matter, because you just want her to be high in accuracy enough so that she can do her skills that require accuracy, and high speed so that she can take a ton of turns, so over 200 at least. Her skills, guys, her A1 is called transference. Attacks one enemy, transfers all debuffs from this champion to the target. This is not very useful at the moment when you go in the dungeons, but in dungeons where she gets a debuffs on her, she can transfer them to the enemy target. So for example, on the dragon boss applies poisons on your team. She can then transfer the poisons on the dragon by using the A1. So this is a fantastic skill for dragon, for example. Also works for PvP. An enemy applies some debuffs on you, like an attack down, a defense down. You can just transfer them when you use that A1. She'll need to use A1 after 3 turns maybe, because she'll use A3 first, then A2. So let's look at A2. Exhaustion, attacks one enemy, fully depletes the target's turn meter. Fantastic everywhere. Arena, dungeons, just fantastic. The reason is it fully depletes the target's turn meter. There's not many champions that do this. It basically gives you more turns for your team to do their actions, do their skills. At the 3 turns cooldown with 254 speed and a relentless set, there's times that I can get this to go twice before the enemy boss even takes a turn. So this is a fantastic skill. Energize, it's her A3, plays a 30% increased speed buff on all allies for 2 turns. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 30%. So another very nice boost on my team, and also a turn meter boost on my team. Also, guys, decrease the turn meter of all enemies by 30%. She's like the queen of controlling the enemies. Manipulating Terminator is just everything with this skill. It gives you a buff for your whole team, so your speed in total will be increased by 30%, not just your base speed. Fills the Terminator of all allies by 30%, so an additional Terminator boost, and then also a decrease in Terminator of the enemies. So this is why you also need accuracy. Accuracy will make this apply on enemies, so a good accuracy at around 200 is going to work for dungeons. For arena, that needs to be way higher, so your accuracy might even need to be close to 400 to be consistent and not having to worry about not applying it. The aura, guys, increase ally speed in all battles by 24%. So this is not like Arbiter where it's only for the arena. This is by all battles, so this is why it's so great for going in the dungeons. It can work in faction crypts as well. This is just fantastic. I use it in the dungeons. It just boosts my team's base speed by 24%. Just great. Masteries, guys, you're gonna see this mastery section. This can vary in personal preference. You can go defense, possibly, if you want that extra resistance instead of accuracy, but I went for Eagle Eye. The reason I went for Eagle Eye, guys, is just I wanted that extra accuracy to reach close to 250, not having to worry about any resist in the dungeons. And the additional reason I didn't go offense is because she has only 2 skills that do damage, so her A1 and A2, and she will never do her A1 or A2 before she does her A3. Her A3 will always be first. Because she's fast enough, she might do her A2 right before the enemies. It won't make a ton of difference if she applies a War Master. So another, let's say 8,000 to 40,000 if it's on a boss will not make a difference than getting resisted. Getting resisted will make your life so much harder. So Eagle Eye, in my opinion, is so much better, at least for dungeons. If you want to go arena and you're having trouble with enemy teams that have a ton of accuracy, then going resistance might be much more effective. So I just went defense on her. Mighty Endurance, you see this page right here. It's focused on turn meter manipulation, getting that extra turn meter from rapid response, getting Evil Eye also, and Cycle of Magic to get a small chance to decrease the cooldown of a random skill by 1 turn. So these are my masteries. You can copy them if you like. Let's go and watch some gameplay footage of her in the dungeons. So guys, let's go in the dungeons. I'm gonna have Lyssandra with another 3 rare heroes and 1 uncommon hero, just to show how much important that turn meter manipulation is. Just a side note that my Bellower is on a stun set. Armiger is there to just apply that block revive, and for the heals we have our own Apothecary and a Cold Heart there for that extra bit of damage. We could have used anything else for that AoE damage, but we're going for a Cold Heart. Yeah, let's go in. Energize. Great. 2. We got 1 stun there from that Bellower. Deplete the turn meter. No extra turns yet from Lyssandra's Relentless set. She'll get 1 though. Got 3 stuns right now from Bellower. Extra turn there, great. So everyone is stunned, and the reason is because of that turn meter manipulation. We got more turns than we should have had. So Bellower went more times than he should have had. More chances for him to apply that stun through the stun set. So that's 18%, actually 23% with the mastery. There we go, extra turn. Now wave 2, guys, is very hard. It's going to be very important for us to get through wave 2 without the reflect going. So stunning those 2 dogs in the front will be very important. One of them is stunned. If we can kill that one on auto, that's going to be great. Turn meter manipulation. Exhaustion, but we need to get a stun going. It's going to be tough if we don't get 1 stun. Because, there we go. Okay, everyone is stunned almost. Only the one in the front, but it's fine. Okay, everyone is now stunned. So it's just a matter of just going through their skills and killing off the enemies very slowly. Another reason why I like Bellower with a stun set. He's a great farmer if you don't happen to have one, but with a stun set, he's fantastic in just cruising through the dungeons for you. So let's go. Okay, attack down and defense down. Great. Exhaustion. Extra turn there from Armiger. We need Armiger to get his killing blow with his A2. But yeah, he's not getting it. He's not getting it. So decrease the turn meter from the boss. We don't want the boss to get a turn. There we go. Block revive. Heart Seeker, which was great. Almost just died there. I think the boss is going to get another turn here if we're not very careful. Energize. But we can't really control what they are doing. So, Bellower. Manipulating there. The teams. It's fine. Bellower is down, but it's fine. Yeah, let's go. Almost everyone's down now. More turns. There we go. Is Lyssandra and just Apothecary gonna do it very slowly? So guys, it did take a while, but look at that. Just slowly hitting just Apothecary and Lyssandra staying alive. I'm not gonna go through another run just to showcase, but you know, turn meter manipulation by both Lyssandra and Apothecary boosting her speed, just slowly chipping away at the boss. That was a funny one. The reason this team failed to stay alive and make it a faster run was because Coldheart does so much damage on the boss, and the boss goes like twice with his AoE and just kills off a team. Guys, this is my team for the spider. It's not, I mean, a very feasible team because of that void champion in there, and also miscreated monster, but Lyssandra is there for that manipulation. She gives extra speed to the whole team. Miscreated monster there to protect everyone from just dying, and because he's gonna get extra turns from Lyssandra, this is gonna be a ton easier just to go through. So A1 from Lyssandra there. She didn't use her A2. Miscreated monster for that huge shield on everyone, getting extra turns there. A3 from Coldheart. Laid to rest there from Armiger. He's gonna start getting attacked now. Exhaustion. So A2 now from Lyssandra. We get another A2 from Frank. There it is. From Miscreated Monster. A2. My Armiger is now basically protected. Oh, he's gonna get an extra turn because of Relentless. And extra turn again from Lyssandra just because of Relentless. So you get how important that set is on her. Of course, if you don't have it, as I said, you can just use a speed set. So yeah, this makes it so much fun getting those extra turns. The spider has not even moved, and that's because of course, Coldheart and my Armiger. So Armiger did a 1.6, Coldheart did a 3.5. Fantastic, 1.12. So guys, this is a total endgame spider team with Lyssandra in there. So a Venus, 2 Royal Guards, and a Coldheart. Coldheart is actually gonna make this team way slower, but let's just still go in. The reason Coldheart is gonna make it slower is because the Coldheart, it's just too slow because she gets an A2 instead of A3 first. But okay, Venus applies the defense down and an AoE weaken. The other Royal Guard will go. Exhaustion from Lyssandra and an A3 to finish it off. There we go. So 20 seconds, total endgame team. Fantastic way to farm the dungeon. Lyssandra helps a ton with that extra speed from the lead, that A3 and that A2 for that extra exhaustion, just in case the big spider wants to do something crazy. So guys, the Fire Knight is where Lyssandra makes it a ton easier to additionally manipulate the determinator of the boss. So we're gonna go in with 2 Cold Hearts, 1 Apothecary there for extra speed, Lyssandra, and my Venus for that AoE defense down and weaken. I just want to go through the waves much faster, but you're gonna see now just Lyssandra doing her thing. Exhaustion, great. A3s from the Cold Hearts. Get more speed. Look at that. Barely, only one of them will attack, I think, by the end. And Apothecary barely got any damage dealt on him. So it's gonna be almost 50 seconds, no, 45 seconds to go through that first one. Okay, now wave 2. Again, we need that AoE weaken and defense down just to do that extra bit of damage. And you're gonna see on the boss how the 2 cold hearts and the Lyssandra are gonna make it like incredibly easy. The boss will not even take a turn. So alternatives, of course, to Venus, guys, is something else that has an AoE defense down. A Stag Knight would be fantastic here because he's also strong affinity. He applies an attack down in case your team gets attacked. And the Cold Hearts have alternatives, which are other champions that have turn meter manipulation. An Armiger would be great there. A Tyrell will be also great, but he's weak affinity. And of course, you know, using an allure in the Fire Knight makes it a ton easier. So we didn't have defense down there, but the boss will not take a turn. Look at that. Energize again. Speed boost from Apothecary. Exhaustion just resets that turn meter. And the Cold Hearts will get the boss down quite soon. There we go. And another A3 now. Oh no. We need one more turn because we didn't get the reset. There we go. That's it. 2 minutes 15. I know this is not crazy fast, but we're showcasing the 2 Cold Hearts, Apothecary, Venus, and Lyssandra. And this should be a 100% team just because of how many turns my team takes. So guys, in the arena, I'm just going to showcase, if you don't have an Arbiter yet and you did get Lyssandra, she's fantastic there in the leader slot. Just put in my Lyssandra and use my normal blender team, and it's gonna work almost the same. We're not gonna have that attack up that usually my Arbiter gives, but let's just go in and you're gonna see just the turn meter manipulation is gonna be fantastic. So we decrease everyone's turn meter. We did not get an attack up on everyone, but still they managed to go first. So it's a great way to use that. So look at that, decreasing turn meter. And again, fantastic way. We get that leader slot aura and also that turn meter manipulation. So the next team is going to be versus a Hegemon. Of course, he's going to go first. But my team shouldn't have really a problem. We'll see. Okay. Did we get a block on Lyssandra? That's still fine. Because my team has an immunity set on. So she's going to get a turn now. And as you see, guys, she transferred all her debuffs to the enemy when she did her A1, so she didn't have those debuffs anymore after her first turn. So that was a great example of what her A1 does. And let's go in again, and then I'm going to show a total end game setup that you can possibly use if you just recently got Lyssandra as well. Look at that, the attack up makes this team not be able to kill everyone in the first hit, but still decrease attack, turn meter, there we go. So a total end game setup would probably just be not Lyssandra in the lead, we would be Arbiter, Lyssandra there to just additionally assist, a Duchess and a Rotos. So this is like a crazy deal of turn meter manipulation, and everyone is just depending on that Rotos. So we go manually in there, we apply block debuffs on everyone. And now, guys, we speed boost and decrease the enemy's turn meter. So look at the enemy's turn meter right now, decrease. So every one of my team will go first. Extra turn from Rotos. So it's 2v4 immediately. And need to kill off that Zargala or just reduce her turn meter to 0. There it is. Zargala won't do anything. Additional speed boost there from Arbiter. And just press auto from here and it should be enough. There we go, A3, and then an extra turn, the A2. So guys, this was the guide video. If you did like this, of course, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like down below, comment on how you built your Lyssandra differently to mine. I did get her in, and immediately took her to 60, fully ascended her, maxed her skills out, and of course got her masteries in full. Of course, everything is subject to your own personal preferences in terms of gear, masteries, and maxing out your skills. But in my opinion, she's a champion that is totally worth the legendary skill books, totally worth getting your best speed gear on. If you have a good relentless set, put that on Lyssandra. She's gonna be fantastic. As you see for mine, she's got a very high base speed, so it kind of helps out just having one speed set there and then full relentless set. Get those extra turns, and you saw how much manipulation she can do to the enemy. So thanks a lot guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.